Today, I made the Mazda driveshaft longer. I'm not even qualified to do it. Hey YouTube, how are we doing today? I feel so much better than last night. I don't know, yesterday I was just really exhausted, almost kind of short of breath feeling, and I don't know if it's because I ate too much, haven't got enough sleep, combination of all of it, or maybe I have the COVID. We don't know. What are we up to tonight, though? Well, let's see here. Oh, a few nights ago, you remember we cut the Mazda driveshaft. I picked up some 2-inch tubing, 2.5-inch, whatever diameter. Hopefully it's the right size. I'm not 100% convinced it is. But we're going to take a look at putting our extension on the drive shaft. And like I said before, it'll either work or it won't. And if it doesn't work, it's no big deal. We can send off and have one made. And we'll at least have one that's the right length. To say, here, make me one that works. If it works, then great. That's what we're doing, or at least that's what I'm going to take an attempt at doing tonight. So let's get started. All right, so we've got all of our pieces here, cleaned them up. You just got to get them clean or else I don't get a clean weld. I think I'm going to try something. We're going to take some more of this tubing that I bought, and we're going to cut it so that we can extend. We're going to cut it in such a way that we can collapse it and then stab it into these. Not real far into them. I think that might help mostly with the welding. So it gives me something to back up the weld. I'm not so much worried about it indexing or keeping things lined up as much as it provides me, this is really thin material, and it will provide me something to back up that weld while I'm filling the gap. So I think that's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and cut this, and I think I'm going to cut it. $18 and some change. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing down to 15.5, and then we're going to cut a groove out of it. Let's see. I don't want to cut this with the... I don't think I can get, well, if I can, I'm going to see if I can get this on the bandsaw. So in the interest of full disclosure, I must tell you that I did see a guy do this on YouTube, and a lot of my problem is I've been debating on whether or not it was a good idea. So I guess we're going to find out right now. Yep, I got to take a little bit more out. All right, there it is. It's pretty much getting ready to weld this up. Now, like I said, the inner tube for me, I watched a guy do this on YouTube, I have to admit, and I really sat around debating for a long time whether it was even a good idea. But he was using that inner tube to keep his drive shaft aligned, and I'm not sure that's a great idea. I mean, you can, matter of fact, you can see now, well, of course, my problem is apparently the tubing that I bought is thicker than the tubing that than the drive shaft material. I couldn't get a 09 whatever it was. So I went to the next size up, which was 120, and that's what we're using. And like I said, I think what it'll do for me is just provide something to weld against. So what we're going to do, what we're doing is we're using this piece of angle iron to keep the shaft straight, because that angle iron, I looked at it and I gave it the old eyeball check, and it's pretty straight. And it's not been abused or anything, so it should be relatively straight, especially over such a short section. I got to make sure that, if you remember, we put a line, a little scribe mark right there, little witness mark right here. I got to make sure those are in line, because that's what keeps the U-joints clocked in the right position. And I'm going to double check my measurements. We're going to clamp this thing down, and so it's nice and tight in the angle iron. And we're going to give it a couple of spots, just a little couple of tacks, and we're going to work our way around it. So let me get the welder all fired up, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. Well, that's it. I just kind of hit it real lightly with the grinder, the little flap disc, just to knock the high spots out of it. I'm not really interested in trying to smooth it out or anything. I'm not trying to fool anybody into thinking this is one shaft. But I'm pretty confident that it's nice and straight. Let's take a look down here. I don't know if... Yeah, see, it doesn't look... I don't see anything. Looks pretty straight to me. Let's see. There we go. There it is. Drive shaft is in place, ready to go. Of course, we won't know if it works until we're going down the freeway and it doesn't shake itself apart, but I'm pretty confident. The welds are nice, the tube looks straight, just a question of did it stay in balance. Future projects. The blue, oh, you can see it over there. The 64 Falcon Sprint convertible will be needing some work. It needs a new top. I need to fix that stupid transmission leak that was there from day one. A few odds and ends things like that. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm having trouble with my camera again, so I'm going to try and get this done so that I don't lose the content. But as always, if you like the content, thumbs up, subscribe, comment. We love the comments. Keep it coming. And until next time, bye. I was cleaning up and it's an absolute tragedy. We're gonna have to cut that drive shaft open again. I forgot the cardboard tube.